Computer, begin recording log. Hello there, gamers! I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Resurgence here on Orange Ranger Plays. Last time, we started to get into the story of this game, following Commander Jara Rydek as she reported to Starbase 128 to board the USS Resolute. Then, right at the end of things, we met this dude, Carter Diaz, who seems to be a lieutenant in the engineering department, and explored some of these shuttles in the shuttle bay here, and got that lady over there a hyperspanner. Which, is she now using it? Nope, she's just poking her finger into that nacelle. Anyway, alright, this time, Nilly over there, whose last name I've already forgotten, just Nilly kind of struck me, and she's a Trill, so can I transport this? I'm curious if I can transport this. Oh, I can look at the controls in first person. That's interesting. Okay. Let me use the thing I learned last time. I hold L2. That's a lot of stuff I can interact with right near the door. Good for somebody easily distractible like me. All this stuff to interact with, but I can't talk to you? Okay. Inspect this trash can. Storage container.
Place for everything, and everything in its place.
And the place for these is sitting haphazardly right by the door on this odd wood texture you don't see on a lot of Starfleet ships. Okay. Is this place... Oh, okay, it fell. Inspect
So
probes.
clean I can see myself.
Except...
And you know what? Not half bad.
Except, no, you couldn't see yourself. What? Oh, okay, that was an interesting camera angle. This one fell down. Oh, it's heavy. Are you strong? Are you strong? Oh, gotta... Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot!
Ow. Oh. Oh, these are heavier than they look. Makes more sense than 0G.
Dang! I was just sitting here thinking about how bad at my job I am. You keep on keeping on, Ensign Dude Bro. Lieutenant McFlux. Okay, those things seem to be outside. Is she gone? I'm guessing she's waiting for me in the corridor, I guess. Let's leave. Okay. I'm here. Okay, you don't even care. Well, then fine. I'm just gonna... Okay! Hi there, Lieutenant Roadblock!
Don't let LT catch you blocking the corridors like this.
We'll clear it up once we finish the delicate work. Good looking out, though.
Busy, busy, busy. Okay. It looks like I can interact with this screen.
Good to see
Inspect
her
wall
fully
panel.
operational again. And if she breaks, we'll just fix her.
That is the general description of engineering. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay. He was just walking backwards.
Hey, need any help? Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
There's a subfloor crossover around junction 32.
Against using the turbo lift.
Nothing. I just like being in the tubes. It's my domain.
I don't need anything from utilities. Force of habit, I guess.
Interesting for them to, like, justify in story the fact that I'm exploring around. Pressing my scan button, like scan. Basically a scan button, you know. Jeffrey's tube door. Okay, let's get on the turbo lift. Oh, let's trigger up the cutscene. Whoa. We just walked right past her and she was all but T-posed.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway.
You're enlisted.
I just hope whatever Chovak
Oh, they're
calls
both
us down
enlisted.
for, it's something good.
It's
I
the
can never
little
tell.
symbol on their collar.
I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
We can handle
You and me
anything.
working together, we can tackle anything he throws at us.
Your optimism is positively contagious.
She's hot, I've got to say. I like that hairstyle. Okay, no exploring
Looks like
that
we got here
corridor.
before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
Blech.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you.
Oh, a
Point I have been
Vulcan.
forced to make to Petty Officer Ed Solar on repeated occasions.
So we're irreplaceable.
So you're saying we're irreplaceable, Commander?
That is one interpretation. Another would be that I would replace you if I could. You can interpret as you see fit.
So I
Jerkhead.
don't suppose
Oh,
you
he
wanted us
didn't
down
like
here to
that.
check in before we go off duty?
I don't care, he's a Vulcan. Annoying.
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I
We're
need
going
to
outside
detune
the
structural
ship.
integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise
Going
nature of these
out in the
disturbances are not
storm.
fully understood. But many systems have been affected
Okay, I'm
by
gonna
the
try to get some
wide
points
band
back
of
with him.
emissive activity.
We'll be
Whatever
ready.
it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
Okay,
I
you're
am
buttering
a
his
Vulcan,
bread.
Mr. Diaz. Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors show that these disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system.
The Hotari system.
You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes,
Roger
Commander
that.
Chovak.
Okay. Let's go! We're gonna go out on the outside of the ship.
All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means?
That means
the
everybody's
ship isn't
working.
ready to go out, and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it, and they're going to leave on schedule.
It's on
Consequences
us.
be
We
damned.
just gotta take care of it.
It all comes
We're
down to us,
Starfleet.
Nelly. We're the ones
Interesting
who
how that
did it.
choice was in a different place.
I know what we can do. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh,
Oh shit!
excuse me.
A lot of new faces came
And
on
then
board.
suddenly we're in EV suits.
It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt.
Oh, you don't want to get new blood on the ship.
Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again.
Ooh.
Hey, Miranda.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I'm gonna take the high road here, pretend you didn't say that, and welcome you aboard.
He's a better diplomat than I am.
He still owes me a bottle of
They're
Soda
gonna
brandy.
love triangle this
Don't think
thing,
I
and
forgot.
Oh yeah.
they're
it's
both
coming
really
back to me
cute
now.
in different
Maybe
ways that I
Carter can
like
rustle up that
both.
bottle and we can give you a proper welcome.
Ooh, get that bottle.
As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Spacewalk! I'm actually excited about that. There's a cool part going outside the ship. I had to press R2 to take my helmet.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
Aw,
So what's the word?
put on my space
Are you back
backpack.
in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go.
Dunk dunk. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, hot redhead. I'm gonna go with a hot brunette.
See you on the other side.
Force field! That's a force field, in case you don't know. I don't know how much of this I should be explaining. Like, because, you know,
Activating magnetic soul.
I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I gotta put the thing on the thing and press the button. Shunk! Magnetic boots. That's how you don't fly away into space. Door open. That's outside of ship. Hey, look, that's where we are. Left stick. Yes, I know. I'm going. What? Oh, and then woo. Whee! Okay. If you have sensitive stomach. I love this. I always, in like any real like space-based science fiction, I love. Yeah, this is a little more sweeping of a shot than I thought, but just walking around on the outside of the ship, having, you know, spaces, multiple dimensions. Oh, this is our glory shot of the Resolute. This is our beauty shot. This is the ship. Oh, and we're going up in here. Captain's ready room looks like. Commander Ermach? All hands. These episode titles break the game up, but there's not enough content in them, I think, to justify calling them episodes. You know? Okay. It was acting like I should explore around. Oh! Look at that little display on the ring.
But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Okay, so are these maybe my cool... No, Captain Solano should be along any minute. What? Does she not have her comm badge on? Okay, now that is the angle that shows that I can explore. Model train.
He's still got a thing for trains.
Still.
The warp engines of their day, apparently.
Not exactly. I guess locomotives could technically be called the warp engines of their day. By the way, praise Helix. Alright. Oh, look, ship! Examine window. That sure is a window, alright. Transparent aluminum, ladies and gentlemen. Also some visual glitching.
Jara Rydek. Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy.
J. Jonah Jameson, what are you doing here?
Prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute.
Don't touch me. Nice nails, though.
We couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare. But, unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
You've been here all of 5 minutes and already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage. Not nearly as much as the crew.
I don't know the details.
You'll have to forgive me. I don't really know the details.
Starfleet has been kind enough to keep the story contained. Probably because they want to protect me. But I don't mind telling you.
Okay. I would hope so. I'm your first officer.
Scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second.
Is that a lot?
The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career? Right there. Within our grasp.
Then it exploded.
Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle.
His hair was a little messed up on that one side.
We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility.
Yeah, that's true.
It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
The crew knew the risks.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much
Do what
as
your
we tell
captain says, and
ourselves
you might die, but that's how it
True.
goes.
But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible.
Also true.
And that's where I fail.
Nice geodes, by the way.
In my defense, I will say I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me.
Okay, that's a little iffy.
My former XO. And I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not.
Probably trying to protect the crew and the ship.
I need everyone to fully commit to the mission.
Oh, that's...
Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
You're the captain. The final decision
This
is yours.
Your ship and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say goes.
I wouldn't put it that way.
That's the support I'm looking for. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake.
Might blow the entire ship up.
I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here.
I'm so terribly sorry for you.
Something to
Is there an open tricorder sitting on your desk? I mean, I realize that's the shot from the beginning, but why is there just an open tricorder sitting on your desk?
Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space.
A senior diplomat?
Previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and
Why are
her crew
we
are
sending a
truly
science
capable of,
vessel on a diplomatic
also
mission?
A mission for which we're uniquely
I mean, considering who the
This
senior
ionic
diplomat is,
Our long-range sensors suggest
oh,
it's
the
several
ionic
orders
storm.
of
It's
magnitude
again, it's
stronger
always
than
an
anything
ion
on
storm.
record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never
And it's
guess
always an
where it
anomaly,
leads.
too.
Hatari.
Straight to Hotari.
Exactly.
Huh.
Nearly in the
Maybe they're
precise
causing it
location
somehow.
Where we're headed, where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the
Is the crew
diplomat will
prepared?
brief us on the details at the rendezvous.
But are we prepared to embark on the mission?
As much as I'd like to think that's true, I have my doubts.
We're also standing way too close to this
I
graphic.
expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst.
But yeah,
There's just one more
considering
thing I
who
wanna
the senior
clarify up
diplomat is,
The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
what's that?
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure.
Aww.
That might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
She seems kind of young, so I still have a lot to learn.
Thank you. But I feel like I still have so much to learn.
You'll have plenty of
Yeah.
opportunity. And if you're willing to put in the work, I'll do everything in my power.
But
to
yeah,
help
it's
you along
definitely
the
nice
way.
for a captain to not, like, claim
introduce you
a
to the
first
crew.
officer. Yeah, but I want to look at your other stuff. To not, like, claim a first officer as entirely their own. Starfleet Academy. There's their diploma. Huh. That's nice. To not claim a first officer as their own. But to finish that thought, and just looking at the desk, yes, there is an open tricorder just sitting here scanning. It's not like you're going to be worried about the batteries running out or anything, but yeah. And over here, just some random isolinear chips. Okay. Anyway, to finish the thought about the ambassador, the diplomat, considering who the senior diplomat is, because it's not really a secret, but just in case, I will keep it one until we get there. Nice statue. I wonder if that's real. Like, you know, a real piece of art that's replicated for that. Considering who the senior diplomat is, I'm kind of surprised that they're not sending the Enterprise. You know, I might at some point look up why this game is about, you know, I mean, that's probably just a voice actor's thing. You know, if you have the Enterprise, then you need Patrick Stewart's voice actor, or Patrick Stewart's voice actor. Wow. Captain Picard's voice actor. Patrick Stewart, Brent Spiner, etc., or you get duplicates for them, then it can be trouble. By the way, Library Computer Access and Retrieval System. If you have heard the acronym LCARS, which you can actually see up there, that's what that stands for. USS Resolute, NCC 92317. Let's go outside. Okay. Nice to have the captain's ready room right on the wall here, but it's even better to have these shelves that have absolutely no purpose. My Scanny-Doo is not showing me anything even like behind other walls. Oh, I picked the right door. The bridge! Kind of an Enterprise-style bridge, but with a couple of extra... Those are definitely Enterprise D-style chairs, with a couple of extra consoles on the left and right there.
If I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer.
We hate you because you weren't promoted from our ship.
This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best.
The helmsman's name has hand in it.
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
And he's Bajoran.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our chief science officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Raised eyebrow,
Commander
folded
Rydek,
arms.
It is such an honor to meet you.
Who are you? And back it up.
Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to
Oh, she's the tactical officer. That's why.
I've been following your career
Yeah,
for quite some time.
She admires Rydek so much.
And I look
Fellow
forward to
tactical
learning
officer.
as much as I can from you.
You've heard of me?
You've heard of me?
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad.
She's cute
Because of what
too.
you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves. And you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much.
How am I
to
supposed to
protect
take
others
that?
I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
I don't know what to say. That's incredibly flattering, thank you.
I hope someday I can follow in your footsteps.
Aww.
I'm sure you will.
This game has, you know, I know this is a tricky thing in video games. Hi, Commander.
Please do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel
This
at
game
home
has
here.
trouble with hair.
I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If we drag your feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous.
You have an
The
urgent
bridge is
meeting
yours.
about being allowed to leave. It seems like that would be a scheduled meeting. Oh, sit in captain's chair when ready. I don't know. That's a big. That's a big deal. I don't know. Can I? I'm gonna leave. No, I don't even want to examine the turbo lift. I'm just gonna walk up here in front of you all and be like, "Oh, I can examine the view screen."
Impressive range of view.
Yeah, it's pretty wide for a Star Trek view screen, as a matter of fact. You see, that's what I was saying. It's an impressive view when there's not a pole. Although, why that the view screen goes on either side of structural pylons? Huh. It makes me think that that's maybe just a window and that there'll be some kind of like holographic view screen. You were not introduced. If that's the helm, then this is operations with Lieutenant No Name. Okay, but I can examine the helm.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
Whoa! Okay, I'm not gonna be overly critical of the like technical side of this game, especially because it's developed by a studio that was basically refugees from Telltale, so they're doing what they can. Just all right now, science station.
The Resolute is a science vessel primarily. Might explain Commander
He is
Westbrook's attitude.
pressing them buttons.
I'll have to speak with him later.
Okay, she did notice that he has an attitude. Okay. It's a weird little shape when it's two-dimensionalized that way. Master Systems display.
So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 10 if you count the nacelle. 11 if you count both nacelles. Like, at most, this thing has like 12 or 13 decks. For a Federation vessel, that's not a lot. Communications.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels.
That is the definition of communications. By the way, there's also environmental controls up there. Hey, I'm sorry. Environment. Okay. TLCL refugees. Did I examine?
Operations.
Oh, this is operations.
Staffing.
Then what's next to the helm?
There's a lot to keep track of on a starship. Good thing
Including a sound
Commander
wave,
Amon.
apparently. Good thing we have that guy, he just said. Alright, begin command.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chova
The leg
the
cross.
structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm.
Hey, that's the other guy.
We just need your go-ahead.
I'm sorry. Come on, really?
Mission granted.
Lowering structural integrity.
I did a command.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Transitioning over to the other person. How has it been
like they
30
turned off the
minutes
sieve.
already?
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Alright, after this mission, I guess I'll call it, but we're gonna start walking. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
Interesting that the Bussard
When I
collector is a
joined
strip
Starfleet,
instead of a
all
whole
I
red
wanted was
section
to ride
like on
out
the
of town.
Enterprise D.
But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that?
There's gotta be much.
I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
I am more than
I
that.
am more than that. And so are you.
We are
wanted to
Starfleet,
get
and you
away.
can too.
I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy.
Oh, there they are. I couldn't see
I
them
wanted
for a
to go
second.
somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky
Explore
no one's
new,
ever seen before.
seek out new life and new
Just 'cause
civilizations.
I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
Good for you. Ooh, she liked that.
Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the Sif emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
All right, let's twist some controls. LS, R2. LS. What do I need? What do I need? Oh, it's gonna be the one that lights up.
Beginning recalibration.
Tune nodes to center the circular indicators. Oh, so this one. What? Move tool. Oh. Whoops. hold it.
Careful.
Oh,
Too much action and harmonics will deflect the alignment.
Got it?
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Did I? I don't think I completely... I don't... Did... That light's red.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
I don't think I did it.
Remembered my name and my rank. Impressive.
You are a bitch.
Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer. And I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. At least I know
He is a
ship
commander.
inside and out.
That's interesting.
Better than just about anyone.
It's impressive.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now,
No,
with
this
a
isn't the
former
Discovery, this
tactical
is the
officer as
Resolute.
His new first officer. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
I would try to fall on you because you are an ableist jackass.
Without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
In my entire career, it's never been an issue, or caused the slightest problem. And I don't expect this to be any different.
I was just curious, that's all.
Oh, sure. Just curious.
Listen, can I be blunt,
Why does your hair
Commander?
keep appearing and
I see no reason
disappearing?
to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His
But
record
now
was
he
impeccable
has
and
a
his
little bit of a
reputation was
problem of
unbelievable.
being dead.
I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He
His
was loved
shoes
by the
are
crew,
in his grave. Okay, that was a little
and
dark,
he
but
was one of my closest friends. So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Hey, we just met. You might like me after you get to know me.
They say familiarity breeds contempt, but who knows? Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual.
was that
unlike
where,
anything
like,
I've ever
white?
seen.
It was maybe a
At
neutral
the moment, I
response?
can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Uh-oh. Now I'm thinking I wasn't supposed to be able to fix that. It would be interesting if I was able to.
On screen.
Oh no, it's not related. Uh-oh!
Tracing its trajectory.
Lime Kool-Aid is coming after us.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating.
Structural integrity field's
If my
down.
projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wide-band burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
I'm reading power abnormalities.
But not
on
water.
the ship.
Oh, I love how I have one choice.
2 minutes.
Red alert.
Aye.
Red alert! I love sounds of Star Trek.
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Wait, why are we...
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the
I
structural
don't think it's gonna
integrity
matter
field
if
down,
we're
we can't
hit.
take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Oh,
Shield
it
systems
makes
are
us more
severely
maneuverable, I
impacted.
guess.
We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to
Um.
the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
Oh!
That's right.
Oh, first hard
To send
choice!
Power to our shields.
She's nicer.
Vedrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one
I got
shot.
a trophy for that.
Understood. On my command.
Okay, that was a little doofily thing that came up. LS up.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
This is it!
All
Here we
hands,
go.
brace for impact.
Oh no, we're still docked. Wrong decision. Game over. Ship explodes. Uh-oh. Oh. It hit the ship, moved everything around, but didn't move the people magnetically stuck to the hull.
What happened?
Oh.
We have experienced a surge of
The
radiation.
Warp Core didn't like that.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Well, I
Got a
don't
problem with
primary
plasma
system on the
level.
ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
You need us on the other side of the ship. Okay. This episode's longer than the first one, I know, but...
We've reached the first access point.
Understood?
Oh, okay.
You see the override
Time
for
skip.
the level 1 failsafe circuits?
No, I see a hatch. Grab the stupid thing! I pressed both buttons.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route
They're
the signals
saying-
so they don't interfere with each other.
They're saying nasty stuff, too. Okay. Put that over there. And put that over there. You gotta switch these things.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Gotta get that EPS regulator regulated. We gotta keep it regulated.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
What if the discharge
Oh, it's Slimer from Ghostbusters.
I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
I don't know what it is. Let's shoot it. I got a phaser. I shot it. I did it.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but you know.
Oh, we got a time limit here. Use your phaser to clear a path. Hey, look out! Oh, she's got a phaser too. I hope these things aren't alive. Ow!
Are you alright?
Okay, I can take 3 hits.
Still took most of it. Just snuck up on me.
You damaged your suit. Energy
Okay, let's focus forward. Gosh dang it!
Carter!
That hurt.
Hit again. We're almost to the regulator.
Okay, whew. Let's see a new one. Let's route up over there. You know, some of my wayward shots could hit the station. Okay, we're doing good there.
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
Gotta open it.
Now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must
How about
work
you shut up and let me do my job then?
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
I would assume I just gotta turn all of them. Okay. Go back over here. Yellow is the one that's off. Why is it just okay? What does blue adjust? Oh, okay. That did it somehow.
Engine back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
That's probably not good. It's like, what the crud is happening now? Oh, that's probably bad. What the crud? Okay. Y'all might want to move. Or not. A Carter! Well, there's my first, Carter was crushed by debris. Press L downward before it's too late. Okay, thanks, QuickTime event. Retry in story mode probably just means that you can't fail it. But we're gonna retry the old-fashioned way.
Get down! Diaz to bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Yeah, we saw that.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. Hull vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem.
Why?
The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working?
What are
It's
our options?
broken!
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
Oh, let's blow it up!
That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage
We're
to the plane
trying.
will be catastrophic.
All right, Starbase, we're on it.
Acknowledged.
Commander, hear me out.
What?
Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineer.
I was just telling them that we're gonna do it!
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order.
No. It's not that simple.
All due respect, sir, it's a more complex situation than when you
Jara,
disembarked.
I need you to do the right thing. We can't have this go sideways before we even leave for the mission.
The captain
Just
made
tell
himself
him.
quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
There is protocol.
And the
Reverse polarity.
Starbase, stand. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Why did that piss them all off? I'm doing what they're telling me to.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ah!
1. Mark!
Whee!
Grab my hand.
How are you able to hold on to the hull?
Thank you.
Wasn't any danger. You were stuck with your little rope.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition. We are moments from primary system failure.
This is starting off as kind of a disaster. L stick that way. We gotta turn it. Aww. Together! The power of both joysticks! Whew! That actually was exciting. Oh, that's probably bad. Oh! LS. R2. Whew. You ain't going anywhere, Bench. Oh, she's dead. I mean, she's unconscious.
Petty Officer Edsalar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc to approach the main hull the way you came.
You get zappy-dappled.
The way we came is the nearest airlock.
There's an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edsalar there to access the interior.
Roger
Let's
that.
go!
We're going there now. I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
You alright? We have a choice coming here that's one of the ones that I've seen from this game. Oh.
You go first.
What?
Nuh-uh.
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this.
No.
Not
Get in
on
there.
your life.
Let's not let it come down to that.
And you died because you were chivalrous. Congratulations. I got this.
We made it.
Yeah. Why are you?
Safe. Bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
The structural integrity field. You know, the thing that holds the ship together? Okay, now what in the Jack Blaster happened? What in the Tom and Jerry happened? The price of duty. Duty.
Nilly.
I'm good. Help me with him.
He's not. He is fried extra crispy. Woo! Ooh, nice face
Got one
tattoo.
wounded at my location. Carter. You don't look
You
so good.
dumb shit.
You gotta be more careful. I
Yep.
just got here. I'm not ready to see you two get blown to space dust just yet.
Thanks, Mom. Christmas presents is great. Your trophy. Up. Get me to a stopping point. Doo-da, doo-da. This is a very different experience from something more video gamey like Mario Sunshine.
Status report.
The repair crew made it inside. EPS flow is back to nominal levels. The SIF is back up.
How does this affect mission readiness, Mr. Ermont?
We'll just address the fact that you kind of disobeyed her direct order.
Damage to the Resolute. We'll have some last-minute repairs to make, but if we
I was right.
Staff, we can make our departure on time. As of now, however, we are successfully moored to the station.
Good to hear. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Rydek, with me.
Okay, let's talk about this. Go ahead, say it. I was right.
You disobeyed my orders.
I was right.
Well?
Respectfully, Captain, I made the right choice given the information
You
I had.
disobeyed my orders! And not just in front of the bridge crew, but the Starbase staff as well.
Who gives a shit about your reputation?
My name's already tarnished around the fleet. But what
you
is
were
it going
wrong.
To my credibility on this ship. From the top to the bottom. Bridge to lower decks.
Maybe I shouldn't have disobeyed a direct order, but you were wrong. You weren't on board, and you didn't have all the information. So I made the right decision for the ship. If you're worried about your credibility, put your ego aside and trust your crew.
Atta girl.
Trust me.
You might have won some fans on the bridge with that stunt, but not everyone. Lieutenant Commander Chovak has already bent my ear.
I'm sure he doesn't take it personally. He'll get over it in time.
Mr. Chovak is more complicated than he would want to admit.
Oh, he's one of those Vulcans. Ha-ha!
And, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I would have done in the moment either.
That's right.
I don't really know if you weren't in those shoes.
Exactly.
So, let's just boil it down to you did what you had to. That'll have to be good enough for me.
Thank you for understanding, sir. I'm sure no one knows the burden of command as well as you do.
I'm sure you will, someday.
Okay. Okay, we smoothed that out. All right, maybe we can work with this guy. He's a bit of a blowhard.
So if you'll fetch Mr. Ermont,
How did...
we'll knock out
I'm sorry?
Standing repairs, and then we'll set out for Hotari.
Yes, sir.
We got clearance? We were worried the ship wasn't going to be ready to go. There was an accident with the plasma manifolds. A docking clamp blew up. But we're good. All I ask is a tall ship. And a star to steer her by. And a stopping point. Oh, narrative adventure games, gamers. Hey, they're happy. They like me. I'm sure there's another scene, you know, you take it another way, and they look at you like, that bitch.
We've got our full complement on board.
This is my favorite moment, right now.
I love riding in turbo lifts.
Full of possibility.
Sell it as a drug.
Don't let the Admiralty hear you say that.
Captain on the bridge.
Salute.
Sit, everyone.
Good crew.
You all know.
Jara? I was like, where are the... Why?
We're embarking on the first mission.
Okay, I guess she's just letting him have the spotlight in the moment.
Let's make it a good one. Disengage docking clamps.
That are both now fixed somehow.
Docking clamps released.
I guess some time has passed because the ship's good to go now. Thrusters ahead. And sideways apparently, but you know, do what you gotta. Look, the ship's leaving! I see ships leave every day and whatever. Waiting for my flight.
That should You do it? Set a course for the Hotari system. Prepare to go to Warp 8.
Aye, Captain.
You know what? You take this.
Oh, I'm gonna press the engage button.
Helm. Do it.
But engage is Picard's thing. I like to do it. Whee!
Nicely done.
Thank you. Okay. Well, no, I'll just go ahead and sit down. Sit in the exo chair.
Easy. Thank you. I'm fine.
Uh-oh.
Really,
Uh-oh.
You don't look so good.
She needs deuterium. Woo! Yeah, look at your... Oh, it's red. Deuterium. Deuterium is something else.
Go.
I can actually go to the sick bay.
Commander, help me get her inside.
Ooh! Ooh! Thud! Ow! She wasn't paying attention. She needed her... Shouldn't she carry some on her? You know, like if you have an EpiPen? You know, if you have a peanut allergy?
Well,
give yourself a little
that was
jab.
quite a scare. A few minutes more and it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer.
Oh, it's the doctor.
Is that the engineer that was out on the hull?
That storm did a real number on him, but he'll live. Just needs rest. You should worry about yourself. Your deuterium levels got dangerously low and destabilized your cell structure.
This is definitely one of the more memorable first days I can think of.
My name is Dr. Aram Duval, Chief Medical Officer.
Dr. Duval.
To be honest, I've never met a Kobliad before.
She's
You're
half Kobliad.
Rare. I know.
Ooh.
I was going to say special. Your
Aw.
people's numbers have dwindled, despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the deuterium you need to survive. Yet you joined Starfleet and managed to thrive.
Well, until you hit the deck,
Responsibility must be
literally.
overwhelming. Maybe even a burden at times.
That's who I am.
I know what it means. And I know the responsibility that comes with it. But I can't be anything more than who I am. And if someone has a problem with that, or expects something else, then that's their problem, not mine.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
And don't worry, I won't treat you like a science experiment. I just do the science and leave the experiments to Solano.
You don't agree
Ooh,
with his methods?
Solano.
I don't agree with his definition of acceptable risks. Not when the lives of your crew are at stake.
Medical
My professional opinion is that the
drama.
accident took a toll.
Oh, Solano's the captain. My bad.
He's overstressed, operating in the pressure cooker of his own mind, which is never a good headspace when the lives of your crew are at stake.
Oh, we've already
What
seen
concerns
that.
me is that now he's even further away from the thing he's been chasing his entire career. The breakthrough discovery, the major innovation, something he can put his name on.
I won't let that
The more
happen.
the time passes and the further out of reach it gets,
It's interesting that it gives you the deadline to make your choice while someone else is still
That's my
talking.
job, isn't it? To make sure that doesn't happen. And we don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Makes it feel like they're gonna be
exactly
like,
why I'm so glad you're here.
you pick your choice, and then, oh, they said something at the last minute there that
And I have to give you
leads to a
credit for what
different
happened
choice.
on the bridge. It took guts to
Oh, the
fight
doctor
the
likes
right
me.
order.
There were lives at stake.
I guess word travels fast around here.
Oh, word travels real
It's a
fast on a
small
starship.
And everyone's curious about the new XO. Fortunately, your cell structure's almost completely stabilized. And I'll spare us both
Almost.
credit, but I do feel it's my responsibility to remind you, without regular infusions of deuterium, you will not live. It's as simple as that.
So why don't you keep some with you?
My work here
Is this like an infusion thing? I guess it's more of like a blood infusion thing where she has to get like an IV now and then.
Lieutenant Bedrosian.
I came to see if you were okay.
Aww.
We were all pretty worried on the bridge. No one knew what was happening.
Please don't
I
worry.
don't want anyone to worry. This is just part of who I am. It doesn't define me.
Of course. I completely understand. And I would probably feel the same way if I were you. You trusted me earlier with the shields, and I appreciated that. I want you to know that I have your back.
Thank you.
Whoa. What is up with her hair in the corner there? Oh! Oh! Game, I'm loving your story,
Carter,
but I'm not loving your
conditions
technical
that gave you that burn are quite
things.
unusual, like everything else that goes with this storm. That's a combination of hyronolin and lectrazine to counter the radiation effects. That should help speed your healing. She's come by a couple of times to see you already. Be brief.
Ooh.
It's good to see you awake.
You're gonna have to get it done fast. I mean, what?
I was starting to get worried. Not that you aren't in good hands with Dr. Duvall. You did take one hell of a shot, though.
How do I look?
So, be honest. How bad do I look?
You look rugged.
Rugged?
Okay.
Rugged.
How about heroic?
How does one look
Millie
heroic?
was looking in on you too, by the way. But since
Yeah,
it's
she was.
just us right now, I had a chance to think about this while I was away. And I thought it was important that I just come out and tell you. Instead of tiptoeing around it. Or worse.
You can tell me anything.
It's okay, Miranda. You can tell me anything.
I know that.
Then come on. Just spit it out.
I'm trying. Let me talk.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, we've been really good friends for a long time. But I got back here and I couldn't ignore it anymore.
You
I
wanna
want to see if there's more between us
do?
than just being friends.
Now, I'm not sure because I want to do things with Nilly too. Like, so this is surprising.
This is all kind of unexpected.
I didn't expect this either. But here we are. And I didn't want to ignore it. I just figured I'd steer right into it. Well, what do you think?
Oh, game, don't
Been
know.
about as I can stomach. You can do that too. Be direct with me.
I'm not sure how I feel,
That's a lot to think about.
especially since I just got blasted by space.
So, maybe I should think it over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take as long as you need. I get it. But don't leave me hanging.
No.
Sorry to interrupt, but the patient
It's a
needs
neutral
choice.
response. Okay,
He
so
wants
she
to get
did
back
not
to
like that.
himself.
Of course. Get better. And while you're resting up, think about what we talked about.
I mean, she's cute, but like as far as me, and I really, my decisions inform the characters that I'm playing. So like between the two of them, I would really go for Nilly. Although Nilly, apparently didn't come check on me. Cast adrift. I think that entire episode was just plot.
Approaching
Story.
the rendezvous point outside Hotari space.
Helm, bring us out of warp.
Dropping to impulse.
I really am trying. I want to get to a place
Ionic
to stop.
interference surging.
Okay, rocks. No, those are rocks. Navigational shields.
We can take it.
We are at the correct coordinates. The shuttle.
Commander Rydek, find us our diplomat, if you will.
Aye, Captain. Let's reduce the noise. Filter out environmental
Okay.
signals. I can
Locate the
manually search
shuttlecraft.
for Federation signal types.
All right. Hopefully there's no timing here. If it is, it'll fail and it'll make me do it again. So, okay, we're going to stop here for now. This was an exciting set of parts of the story. The person up there is typing in things, whatever. But this episode is over an hour, not much over an hour, but over an hour. And I can't really cut anything because a lot of it's story stuff. So Sorry that this is so long. I'll try to keep them shorter, but it's kind of up to the game, really. But for now, that's going to do it for another episode of Star Trek Resurgence here on Orange Ranger Plays. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think of this episode and what you're thinking of this game so far. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that thumbs up button to let me know that you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, especially so you can get notified of whenever I post brand new videos, and make doubly sure of that by setting up your notifications so you get notified of whenever episodes of Star Trek Resurgence come out on Orange Ranger Plays. If you'd like to give any financial support to the channel, check me out on Patreon, Ko-fi, or Teespring. Until next time, gamers, live long and prosper, and may the power protect you.